do think from the future as if your desire is already in the past. It's an extremely important concept. So we've all heard this saying, this is the first day of the rest of your life. And that is very, very true. And I just like the title of this course I put together. Why settle for average? Most of us do that. And we settle for average because we're contaminated by these old mind viruses and things that we picked up from the past. So you need to learn to be amazing. If you go to that website, bobhutt.com, all that information is there. So thank you very much.
Honest folks, I did not write this because everything he covered is exactly what we teach.
Exactly.
I mean, line for line, going right down it, including don't watch the news, and that especially, I love what you just covered, and that is about envisioning the future as though it's already happened and you're there and you're enjoying it. Not projecting yourself as if, but being there and looking backwards. And people, they often say, well, that's just fantasy. As they know, you are actually creating a reality when you do that. And it's so Kryon-esque, as I would say. Bob, thank you. This is wonderful. You finished right on time.
I love that. Your title of one of your books, Put Your Own Health in Your Hands. Mm-hmm. Everything you have been giving us is exactly about that you create everything. You have the power in yourself to create it for yourself. So I want to just spell out, if people are on audio only, when they hear the replay, bobhutt.com is BOBHUTT.com. There's a double T at the end of bobhutt.com. There is so much that Bob gave us in this presentation. You'll probably want to see the replay and listen and then pause and then listen and then pause.
That's right.
But like Bob said, you can go to the website and get all the information for COVID. You can get it if you're feeling concerned about any injections that you've had. Mm-hmm. You have the ability to help work with that as well. Then there's that whole co-creation of everything you can imagine as though it's already in the past of your future.
Yep.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's it's all there and has been for so long in the wisdom that we're hearing from so many people.
Any last words, Bob?
Well, I just really appreciate what you are doing, Lee and Monica. This is part of that shift that's occurring in the world, and people are beginning to get infected with that. Mm-hmm. This virus is not a fun thing, and I've seen many very sick people, but we really need to infect ourselves with the opposite, the faith that we're going to be healthy and well.
Yep. It's about intent, it's about consciousness, it's about thinking yourself healthy, and that is what we believe.
Absolutely. And we're about to take a 10-minute break, but here's something I want to invite you to do in that 10 minutes. Take some time to think about a person that you haven't seen for a while, and visualize hugging them and both going, wow, how amazing was that whole COVID deal where we couldn't see each other, and now we're over it and we're hugging each other. Yeah. So that's the visualization I encourage you to do in this next 10 minutes. Yeah. And then come back from that in 10 and we'll see you for the Circle of 12.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you had a good break. Bob Huttingud. You know that this guy still makes house calls? I said that, in the intro, but that's still amazing. And I will tell you, honestly, he really is my go-to guy. And so it was a privilege to have him yet again on our show.
It really was. And we are so blessed by having so many amazing healers come and share what they have with our beautiful community. So he's got really good, tangible grassroots solutions. I love homeopathy.
I was going to say that very thing.
Just so good.
I went to the pharmacist the other day here in where I live, and she actually recommended a homeopathy remedy. And that's a pharmacist, and that's not all that typical. Yeah. So we're starting to see more and more of it in mainstream America, and also even in the pharmacies. And to have a pharmacist go to a homeopathy remedy, and she said, this is better than the prescription that you might get, and it was.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's use our consciousness now to give ourselves a little homeopathy with our consciousness as we prepare to go into the circle of 12. So I invite you to use this time and think about how powerful your consciousness is. As we prepare for that circle of 12 experience, your consciousness is involved. It is part of your biology. It is part of your soul. And what is the consciousness that you wish to connect with? What intention do you have for yourself? And let us invite whatever that is to be amplified even further. We have that ability to tap into the meld of our consciousness and our soul energy and our biology. So let's ask for an amplification of our meld with consciousness, our soul energy, our biology. And as we continue holding that vision of the melding of the soul soup energy, the consciousness energy, and our biology, let's now welcome in Kryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon. Come a little closer. That's the invitation we always give. Come a little closer. That's the invitation, dear ones, that Spirit is giving you now. What you would call God, that energy, if you wish to call it that personality, if you wish to call it that love, that compassion of the Creator. It's caused hundreds of thousands to go to their knees, that feeling that the Creator is there and has something to say, perhaps. And that's what the Creator says today. Come a little closer. The invitation is for the new energy on this planet which promotes that. Come a little closer to what, some would say. So I want to tell you. The subject of the day and the channeling of the day has been about the soul. All about the soul. Let's expand on it and give you something that is a bit new. If you were to define the soul, it would not be definable because it never has been. Every spiritualist would probably have their own idea of what a soul was, and if you even had one. As the channel today said, there are those who would feel a soul is completely apart from the human being and not attainable to visit or to see or to even know about. And yet the soul itself and the word itself has been around since the beginning. The reflection on your society is important because your society always talks about how many souls on board, whether it's an aircraft, whether it's a vessel of the sea. It's been recognized. The soul is apart from the human being, and yet it's been recognized that the soul is there and that every single human being has a soul. The debate, of course, is what is it? The Circle of 12 has defined it as a piece of you and the Creator, but it's the core energy of your consciousness and has something